can you give us a minute here?
Oh, I love this song!
And I mean the worst, the absolute worst direction Fallout has been going towards with Todd Howard has been the Fallout TV show. This show is something that no one ever asked for. I never asked for it. Nobody asked for it. And if this is the true direction of Fallout, then we have a lot to talk about, because this series deserves dignity. It deserves legacy. But most importantly, it deserves continuity.
Long-term stability at all cost. The individual has no value beyond his utility to the state, whether as an instrument of war or production. No, I'll destroy it because it's inevitable that it be destroyed. It's a...
You want to have sex?
Because Fallout has greatly mutated into something that's not even recognizable. I mean, if I had to make a comparison, the modern contemporary Fallout is the akin of a centaur that came from the vats of Mariposa. And I think everyone can relate to me when it comes to Todd Howard and Evie Paloni when they have their direction with the Fallout series. They're not trying to make a role-playing game. They're not trying to make something that stand the test of time, that's truly philosophical. They're just trying to make a quick cash grab and then make another Morrowind or Oblivion, which is fine. They're businessmen. But Fallout is not supposed to be a business motif. It's supposed to be something that you can share onward to say, this is what humanity will do after to know what war, World War III will be fought. But I know for certain, World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. So, Fallout, is it really the same after all these years? I mean, I have to ask this question because a lot of people never understood what the franchise was truly capable of. They never saw Fallout 1. They never saw Fallout New Vegas. They never saw how fans can actually make fan animations and make it 10 times better than what Todd Howard could ever produce. So I do have to ask, what has Fallout became? And my main factor of what I've observed is the fans is carrying this franchise, because Todd Howard and the license owners, they completely driving this franchise to the ground, and we can all see it. And not only the latter had completely destroyed the franchise, it is spiteful. It literally takes Fallout New Vegas, takes Fallout 1 and 2, makes a Fallout TV show, completely revises it and retcon it, nukes Shady Sands, and we're supposed to believe that the great might of the NCR is now non-existent after one nuclear bomb, when it has the whole of California that it can rebound from.
War never changes. The Romans waged war to gather slaves and wealth. Spain built an empire from its lust for gold and territory. Hitler shaped a battered Germany into an economic superpower. But war never changes.
So, if we're going to fix this problem, the best solution is going to the golden age of Fallout. You know, the era of Fallout 1, 2, and New Vegas, what made them great, why they still hold today, and even show how they compare to the modern. If you've been enjoying this content, or you haven't, and you completely disagree, those things are completely fine. Just make sure to leave a like and comment, and tell me why, because your engagement matters. Now, back to the video. The brilliance of Fallout 1. The beauty of Fallout 1 necessarily is this: you can play the game however you want. You're sent to find a water chip, and then that's it. The world is your oyster, and the NPCs all have beliefs. I remember playing Fallout 1, and I talked to Nicole, the leader of the followers of the apocalypse, and she was so convicted in her distasteful nature towards the unity in the children of the cathedral, and how she even blatantly called them evil. It's like, it's kind of weird to play a game that has strong moral stance now. Because in many role-playing games, no one's ever having strong moral stances no more. Everyone's soft and coddly and everyone can get along kumbaya. Fallout doesn't play that game. Fallout 1 will call, yes, this organization is evil. Yes, this organization must be stopped. And the master, having the rules of the Children of Cathedral, actually manipulates people and convince them that the unity is the only way. His plan is to turn the entire human race into super mutants. And you see this plan unfold, and the game doesn't wait for you to stop him. I mean, if you don't do nothing at all in Fallout 1, the Master's army is going to destroy Necropolis, destroy the followers of the Apocalypse in Los Angeles, then destroy the hub, and then your vote will be last. This level of deadlines made Fallout actually a real high-stakes role-playing game. No longer could you just do whatever you want and pretty much have all the time in the world. Now you can do what you want, but the consequence is time is always against you, and that's what makes Fallout memorable. His thoughts are literally determine whether he's annihilated or not. Let's look at the NCR with the Brotherhood of Steel. The Brotherhood of Steel wants to preserve technology and keep it out of the hands of wastelanders. The NCR wants to expand technology and put it in the hands of everyone. So obviously this is going to collide, and it does. And this is how the NCR completely wipes out the Brotherhood at Helios 1. Let's look at the NCR versus Caesar's Legion. The Legion wants to remake mankind by literally showing that the strong will always prevail, and that society needs Hegelian dialectics. The NCR believes everyone is equal and equality should be given to all. Obviously, the NCR and the Legion have a bloody battle at the first battle of the Hoover Dam, and Caesar is just getting warmed up because the second battle is going to come. This sets the establishment of framework because it lets us know that in Fallout New Vegas, the goal is to find the person who shoots you in the head, and then once you deal with the person who shot you in the head, now you start to see that, oh, how we end the game is based off what ideology we side with. If we truly don't believe in equality, Caesar Legion is the best one to go. If we truly do believe in equality, NCR is the best way to go. If we don't believe in neither, and we believe that humanity needs a god or someone to regulate every action it does, then we go Mr. House. If we truly believe that humanity doesn't need any god or no masters, then we go Yes Man. This is what makes a great story, and it's why it's the best one, and it's also the driving force of why I'm so capish and dear for this franchise. Because what Fallout New Vegas has set as the standard is not only the standard, but it's the only standard of what Fallout should ever aspire to.
It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory.
Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior.
Who are you? How did you find this place?
Refugee camp, is that what they're calling it? Good old NCR. Whitewash anything. Let me tell you something, that refugee camp, it's built on the blood and tears of my people. Nobody likes to talk about it, but I remember.
Excuse me. So sorry. I'm hoping you can settle an argument between myself and my traveling companion there. We are hunting down my father, who is not a good guy. And on this journey, we found ourselves in need of food and supplies. Plan A was to leave you alone and avoid this scenario altogether, but we tried that and I just start starving to death.
So despite the mediocrity of Fallout 4 and Fallout 3, most people could forgive it. Mainly because, yeah, it did retcon Fallout 1 and 2. But despite those retcons, that's East Coast lore and that's not West Coast lore. So for the time being, most fans, including me and many others, could tolerate Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 existence, even though they were vastly inferior to what was good and what actually produced one of the biggest head titles in the franchise. But one day, it came, and Todd Howard decided, will Fallout need a TV show? And that's how we got the Fallout TV show. It was the worst decision ever, because what it did was it retconned West Coast lore. So no longer could we say that's the East Coast shenanigans. No, East Coast shenanigans is now West Coast shenanigans. So you're retconning the entire franchise as a whole. And this is why I say, where has Fallout been lately? Because if it's going in this direction, there is not going to be a Fallout. What is interesting about Fallout if you have the whole entire franchise retcon into oblivion? I mean, every retcon to the West Coast lore is a damage and it's a chink to what we know as good. And the problem with this is newer people who are going to get into Fallout is going to think Fallout TV show is the standard of Fallout. They're not going to have the nuance to know, hey, Fallout 1 existed, Fallout 2 existed, Fallout New Vegas existed. It's literally the fact that the new people who are going to get into Fallout is going to think this is what Fallout is about. And the worst part is even the creator of Fallout 1, Tim Kaine, has sided with Todd Howard with the Fallout show. So seeing people sell out is not a good sign.
That in terms of, does this make sense? We do have a lot of new stuff in the game. And so we, vet that through our, does it make sense? How cool is it? And how does it fit in? So it's not that hard to maintain it as far as the world, its lore, its look, and things like that.
Post-apocalyptic setting is depressing, and but Fallout lends itself to a kind of dark humor that is necessary because it's so depressing that you'd cry. So Fallout lets you laugh at it too, in its own dark way.
I worked on Van Buren back at Black Isle, and so we like to deal with a lot of the themes and the moral ambiguity that were present in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. So organizations like the New California Republic are very interesting to explore, very complex. Groups like Caesar's Legion that we brought in are very interesting as well, and we're hoping that players find that the way in which we develop characters and groups and the way in which we present choices to the player have the feeling that the first two games.
And this is why I say, and I will continue to say since this is the conclusion of my video, is Fallout deserves continuity. And it deserves continuity in the right hands. It deserves it in the hands of people who care. If I looked at SODAZ and Denizen fan animations of Invasion of New Vegas or Operation Sunburst, those were ambitious and it cared about the story and legacy of Fallout. And this is why I say the fans are carrying the franchise, because like I said, it's the fans who cares about the continuity of this world. Todd Howard don't care. The original Fallout director Tim Kaine doesn't care. So it's up to us to care. And that's why I say this franchise deserves continuity, because the stories are rich and they're timeless. As for the direction of Fallout in its contemporary sense, it's going to be a permanent looter shooter. It's not going to be a role-playing game. It divorced from that. And Todd's direction is making a quirky post-apocalyptic comedy, not a role-playing game, not a philosophy, and his intentions are clear. So that's why you as the audience or you as the gamer have to make the decision. Do you want a magnum opus or do you just want nice commercial brand slop? No nutrients, just bland, repeatable, and recyclable. Or do you want something that stands the test of time? And that's the decision we all have to make when it comes to the direction of Fallout. I make my decision clear. I want to see the best of this franchise, not the worst. So, like I say, I will continue to pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Lord, protect this audience and let us make more videos that we can discover and explore more topics. In Jesus' name, amen. Make sure that when it comes to sharing this video, that it focuses on the point that Fallout deserves continuity and it's a story that actually needs more world building, because that's what Chris Avallone and Joshua Sawyer left behind. So make sure you comment and you like and you keep the engagement up. See you guys.
Your ride's over, Muty. Time to die.